Hello everybody, my name's Stupid Ninja, and today I'm going to show you sort of a little bit of how to make this awesome Optimus time. Before I get into the Transformer, I'm going to show these guys. It's a bit blurry. These are the two minifigures I made for Doctor Who. So here is the Doctor, if it is going to focus. There we go. So it looks pretty nice. It uses Luke Skywalker's head, Anakin Skywalker's hair, or at least that's where I got it from. Indiana Jones' dad's body, and just some black legs. And the Dalek is a build of its own. I could do a mini video on this if I wanted it, but I don't know if I'm going to. You can just open it up right there and kind of take a look in there. There's a cone with a rod in there, this little gray piece, and then I think a Travis brick, Travis brick, that holds all this stuff on, with a 2x2 cylindrical piece, and then a little, I think like a handle of some sort, I don't remember, with a little dish on top. So it's pretty simple to make this Dalek, but yeah, moving along. Here is Optimus time. And I know a lot of you might be confused on what this is, and probably thought it was Big Prime, but nope. This is actually the TARDIS, a transforming TARDIS. It's my version 1. It doesn't look quite as good in robot mode as I would like it to, so I'm probably going to make a version 2. And with version 2, I'm going to try to make it so it can actually open and reveal an interior, and then transform from there. I think that would be really cool. And have a back, because this doesn't have a back. So version 2 will have a back, hopefully. But for now, this is what I have. And I still think it is pretty cool, because it's Doctor Who. Come on, it's pretty cool. For those of you who haven't seen Doctor Who, you better go see it, because it's a pretty good show. And you probably won't understand much of this build if you don't watch Doctor Who. So yeah, but there's not much to compare this to, so I guess I'll just compare it quickly to a minifigure, then to something else, and then get along with how to transform it. So of course, here it is compared to a minifigure, as you already saw. It's a little bit big, so yeah. Here it is compared to, hopefully, a future video. Rick's spaceship from Rick and Morty. So hopefully that will be a video in the future. Panels are kind of falling down. Anyway, there's that, and that's all the comparisons. I don't really have anything else to compare it to, so yeah, let's get into how to transform it. Okay, first you want to take off this piece. This is sort of a shield slash backplate. Then you're going to want to come back here, and his gun is right there, and so is his head. With version 2, I'm going to hopefully get rid of this parts forming, but you place the head right there, and you're done with the parts forming. And you can rotate the arms out. Sadly, there's a piece of red there, because I didn't have anything to fill that with, so I'll have to fix that later, but yeah. Here is his other arm, and then you can flip his feet out. And then here's the tricky part. You gotta get his legs out, which is hard because there's this big plate there. So you just gotta pull this, pop it out like that. You're kind of bending Legos when you do that, but just do that again. Just pop it out, and there you go. You can rotate his arms down, have him stand up, and there is Optimus time. Here he is. I think he looks really nice. Definitely looks like Optimus, in my opinion. He has the 2 windows on his chest. Big arms, not very long arms, but big arms. Kind of weak legs, which is kind of what I want to fix in version 2. I want to fix this skinniness as well, but I think this actually looks really nice for a TARDIS transformer. And I hope you think it looks cool too. By the way, if you're wondering about these studs on the sides of the arms, that is just an unfortunate bit of I didn't have enough pieces to complete that, and I just wanted to show this kind of work in progress model, by the way. It's not 100% finished, but it is finished enough for me to show it off. And I really like how it's come out so far. I think it's come out very well. For articulation, his arms go back and forth, bend at the elbow, and kind of turn right there. His head can turn, of course, and his legs kick forward, back, not very far, but they kick back, bend at the knee, you know, all that. So he's more of a statue, or of a novelty item, I guess. And I want to fix the posability issues with version 2 as well. So I hope version 2 is successful. And so here's his gun. It's actually just like a little screwdriver, a little sonic screwdriver. And for this piece, it's kind of a shield. You can put it on as a shield if you want. It just snaps on right to his arm right there, because his arm has 2 plates with 2 studs, which I'm thinking of keeping that. Then there's 2 little studs in the back, and you can just plug this right in there as well, and kind of fill out the spaces right there. And there you have him with his backpack on. But I'm just going to leave it off for now because it kind of weighs him back. So yeah. But here he is, looking really cool. I really do like how this came out. I hope you like it as well. And now we'll get into comparisons, and then I'll run through how to make some of his pieces. So here he is compared to a minifigure. So he gets quite a bit taller. Here he is compared to Rick's spaceship again. So he's quite a bit bigger than that. Here it is compared to another figure, and that is Darkseid version 1 for my Justice League stuff. Haven't showed him yet, and I'm planning on do that soon, I hope. So there's that. And I think that'll do it for comparisons, and now I'll show you how to make some of his pieces. Starting with probably the body. So popping off his limbs, which come off very easily. There is his body. Pretty simple. There's just this piece slapped on the back, and a couple more pieces right there. And then there's that there, and then a little assembly here. Looks like this. I believe that's a 1x8. And then you can see that right there. Can't really see that very well. Here. There we go. Kind of give my light in the frame, but there is that. That stud that you saw right in the middle, right there. That is a 1x2 brick with a hole, just like this. And that is pinned to 2 more 1x2 brick with the holes right there. And then those are pinned to, or actually it's not pinned to anything, it's just connected to that, which holds the window on. So that's how the window works. And then the little plate here is pretty complicated. I don't think I'll be able to take it off. That's how this works, by the way. Here is that. So there's the 1x2. So there's a 1x2 there, 1x1 there, then a 1x2 there. And that 1x1 holds on all of this stuff, which becomes everything practically, and that's how that's done, to keep it all sturdy. And yeah, it's kind of complicated. It's a little overly complicated sometimes, but I think this really does work, and it's very sturdy, and I like that. So just piecing this back together. Here we go. Okay. Now moving on to an arm. Here's this one. It's pretty simple. It's just a 1x1 with a little pin in it. One of these kind of pins. And then that just goes in there. You got the 1x2 there, your little slippy piece. This is all for stability. You got your 2x3, then just one of these right there. And then this is how the arm mechanism works. That's how it turns. Or bends, I guess. It's a little fragile, you could say. Not the most sturdy thing in the world, but it definitely works. This piece goes on the bottom, right there, so it bends and everything fits into place. And then it turns like this, and then that piece turns like that. So it all folds up and accordions in like so. And this just goes right on that pin right there. There's a pinhole. And this just fits right in there nicely, and the arm mechanism works perfectly. So that is how that is fitted together. And the legs are pretty complicated. This is the studded one, but oh well. I could have used a 2x3, 2 of them for this, but I chose this for some reason. But here is the build for the leg. So I told you it was pretty complicated, and it is. 2 1x4s, and then 2 1x2s, I guess you could call these, but they're just 1x1s that I'm using. And then, of course, this piece placed right on there with a 1x2 brick with those 2 holes. It just fits there, and then you have these 2 to cover up all that stuff. And this extra stud actually connects to the arm in its TARDIS mode, and so I think that came out well. But yeah, that's how that all works. And I think it works quite well. And then transforming is you have to pop this onto that, then there's a little space where this stuff goes, and if I take this leg and transform it, and pop everything together, you can push that, and see, that's kind of how this works. Goes right there, and then this one can pop on right here, and then the arm can pop into place, and that is one side of the TARDIS, the less good looking side. Here's a Sonic, pop that off, transform his other arm, and then pop that into place. And there we go. And then that's the good looking side, and this is the best looking side, of course. But there is the TARDIS in all of its glory, and this is two, I think, yeah, 6x6 plates stacked on top of each other with some stuff right there. The one on LDD is a lot better, the top part. That's the only difference, other than the windows being flat instead of studded. And all this being gone, and it's a lighter blue, but I don't care. I like this. This is version 1. I'm hoping to build a cooler version 2 in the future, and I think I will. But for now, I think this really works, and I really do like it, and yeah. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, tell your friends about this if you liked it, if you thought it was cool. Love to hear feedback of everyone and everything just fell at the back. And yeah, if this is a cool idea to you, make sure to just tell everyone about it. If you have any suggestions for this or any other project, make sure to tell me that too, and I'll see you guys in the next video.